Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the first video of my channel. I apologise for the video quality. This will be improved shortly. I'm just waiting on a webcam to arrive. I'm currently using an action cam which is used for helmets. Regardless, in this video I will be explaining why Google's 2018 flagship, the Google Pixel 3, or more specifically the XL variant, is still one of the best flagship phones, or just phones in general, that you can buy to date. Now, I just wanted to start off with saying, if you like this video by the end that you've watched it, please feel free to like it or show your appreciation. Just do whatever. You can do what you want. First of all, this is the box in which Google's flagship comes in, or comes in, because obviously you can buy it used. You can't buy it off of the Google Store anymore. They got rid of that. But here it is. As you can see, Google Pixel 3 XL. I also apologise for the weird fisheye effect. Ooh. And on the back, it's obviously, hashtag Team Pixel. On the inside, this is where the phone would be. And, these are the usual dongly bits. And you've got the original paper and, of course, the original stickers. Still. That being said, why is the Google Pixel 3 XL one of the best smartphones you can buy to date? For starters, this costs free. Excuse me. Apparently, I am not allowed to talk normally because puberty exists, So anyway, as I was saying, this is the Google Pixel 3a. This is the back of it. This is the clearly white. Is it clearly white? I think it's just either clearly white or just white, something like that. The power button is green, and the volume rockers are on the same side. Yes, as you can see, it has USB Type-C charging. Unfortunately, there is not a headphone jack, but I mean, these are wireless headphones anyway. I've no idea why I got these on. I'm not using them. Anyway, the main specifications of this phone are an OLED screen, a POLED screen to be precise. The screen dimensions from top to the other side, I don't know how to say it, is 6.3 inches, which is, well, I suppose for modern flagships it's a bit dinky. However, it's still a pretty big. I have pretty big hands and I can hold it like this. So all good. The screen ratio is about, according to my specification list here, it is 2960 by 1440 pixels. So it's a 1440p display, which is beautiful to look at, especially since it's an OLED screen as well. It obviously runs the latest Android 10, because it's Google's own phone. I believe it gets support updates or major OS updates, like major Android versions, up until September of next year, somewhere around there. So obviously, I'm expecting it to get Android 11, as well as, if Android 11 comes out this year, then obviously it'll be Android 12. I expect it to get Android 12 next year. I'm not quite sure as to how long the security updates I will go for. I'm afraid I don't know. But the main chip inside this thing is a Snapdragon 845, which is still a powerful chip. Yes, it isn't like modern flagships, which have the Snapdragon 865 or 865 Plus, but still, it is a very powerful phone. It's obviously more powerful than the recently announced Pixel 4a, but that's not a flagship, so that kind of makes sense. As I mentioned, it does not have a headphone jack, and it only comes in two storage variants: 64GB and 128. 64GB, it may seem a bit low, but I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't download too much. And even if I take loads of photos and videos, I back them up on Google Photos. Speaking of that, until 2022, I believe, because Google Photos told me when I was setting this up, photos taken from this have free unlimited storage in the highest quality until 2022. Up until then, after that, I assume this is how it works. Future photos will take up space, but the ones taken before then will not. The camera here is a 12.2 megapixel sensor, which I know is not a lot considering, like, say, the Galaxy S20 Ultra has 108 megapixels. But believe me, these pictures are beautiful and crisp, and that is just because of Google's own software, including the Visual Core chip, which, I mean, it's basically magic. Like, I this room could be pitch black and it could take a very nice picture with no flash or anything. I don't know how it does it. It's just voodoo in it. Don't actually know. However, what I do know is that the storage is UFS 2.1. Yes, it's not UFS 3.1 like modern, like new ones, but who cares? It's plenty fast. I mean, this like, this is mostly all that you need. However, the video recording is where it's a little bit of a letdown, but it's still perfectly reasonable. It can record 4K, up to 4K 30 on this back camera, which is very nice. Unfortunately, even though it can technically do 4K 60 because of that Snapdragon chip, Google basically said nah. And the front-facing cameras, yes, I said cameras, they're there. uh, they they can do 1080p at 30 FPS. And yes, I say cameras. That's because one of them is obviously the main selfie camera, but another one is more of a wide angle lens, which is also very helpful to have, especially if you're in a group of people and you all want to get a picture. I don't know. I'm yawning. Help! I need sleep. Obviously, it's USB Type C, which is USB 3.1. It's that kind of stuff. It has a fingerprint sensor, which is very accurate. Allow me to try and demonstrate for you now. If I play my finger, it isn't the fastest in the world, but it's still plenty fast. It's plenty secure enough, and I like it when it's like, I know a lot of modern smartphones have it like have it built into the screen around the bottom. I mean, it's nice, but I just like it when it's either on the side, like Realme and some Huawei phones, or just on the back, because it's just so easy to touch with your forefinger. I mean, you know, so I just like it there. The flash, I haven't actually used the flash yet because fun fact, I haven't needed to because the software of this phone is just incredible. Obviously, it's plenty fast enough. It can run all of the latest games fine. I may end up doing a gaming test video in the future. In fact, I probably will do, to be honest. But that being said, like, for £300, yes, obviously some people might not have that good of a budget, and if you don't, then that's completely fair enough. You can go with a different phone, use new, whatever. But considering this phone is nearly 2 years old, which I know may not seem that old, but in the smartphone market, it kind of is. This is still a completely up to date phone, an incredibly fast machine. It can take beautiful photos, videos. As I say, it's honestly its main downside, really. But obviously, you can live with it. And I mean, I don't really want to take incredible, like, I mean, yes, it'd be nice to have 4K 60, similar to the iPhone 11 and such, but that's double. That's more than double the price. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is up to 4 or 5 times the price. It's nuts. So I would honestly say, if your budget is around £300 UK, I've no idea what it is in other countries. Because I bought this off of eBay from not a private seller, from a company who, like, sells refurbished phones. It goes for around £300, or that's how much this was, and this was in the very good condition. It goes good, very good, and pristine. Um, and obviously, this is just a beautiful piece of tech. I would highly recommend it. Obviously, it's not 5G, but I mean, where I live, like, in order for me to get a 5G signal, I need to get a bus ride, and even then, the 5G signal's not all over the town. It's just in certain areas. So honestly, I wouldn't be worried about that at all. The 4G speeds are perfectly fast enough. The GPS is nice and accurate. You know, because I tend to use Waze a lot for my navigation. I don't really use Google Maps. Ironically enough, and I will put a detailed specification list in the description of this video. Also with a link to where I got that from, which is GSM Compare or GSM Arena. The actual website is GSM Arena, but the GSM Compare is where I actually got the full list of specifications, which may or may not change depending on the area, but considering this is the same phone everywhere, it's fine because, you know, it's uniform everywhere. Honestly, this video hasn't been scripted. I honestly think it's been an absolute. I mean, it's genuinely fun to talk about technology. I love technology. I just wish technology didn't hate me, because I've had several phones over the past few months because they've either stopped working or they just haven't been suitable or anything like that. My last phone had to go back because because it wouldn't pick up the signal. Hence why I got this. And this is just perfectly lovely. And again, that's the screen. I mean, honestly, this camera does not do the screen quality justice. I mean, I know I've got a Facebook message, but ignore me or ignore it. And as I said, although it doesn't have it doesn't have a 60. Oh, sorry, it doesn't have a 90 hertz display or 120 like some modern phones. But even 60 FPS is perfectly fine. I know. Why am I doing that? I'm filming this at 30 FPS, bruh. But still, as I said, in the future, my future videos will also be high quality because I'm waiting on a webcam to come tomorrow. So I mean, it's all right as a first video, but I do hope you look forward to future ones where I will be doing more videos on tech and anything like that. Hopefully you'll stick around. I mean, I know this is my first video; it's a bit cringy, but still, hopefully some of you will stick around. Hopefully some of you will also, find my content as well. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Matthew. Once again, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Ta-ta for now.